Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Dagger with 1214 rating versus Kemsey with 970 rating, so it's going to be another high rated DB video, and let's hop right in. We're going to have Kemsey win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot. They're going to get to decide and go first. 40 versus 40, gotta love to see it. Opening hand is water, wind, ash, fire, ash. Obviously this is not a very good hand. Does have like a hand trap for going second, but not good. And then he has TT, Scarlet, Lord, Ice Dragon's Prison, Conquistador. So the Scarlet is gonna get hit with Ash. He's gonna have to like TT to out like a normal, which isn't bad. This could actually be a good game. If he was playing versus combo, most likely this would have just like game one would be wrapped up here. He's going to set for pass, draw the field spell. Not what he wants to see here. And then field spell is going to grab earth. And then normal fire. Going to the meow meow. Chose not to go for like a conquistador pop. Maybe he doesn't want like this to be used. That way this is still live. Or just saving TT. Yeah, just like TT right there. And then end phase Scarlet, chain Ash, and then flip Conquistador. Draws. Oh, this card, I talked about this before. When people started playing like the Shadal package, I was like, oh, if you're just playing 40 cards instead of like throwing a brick into your deck, you could actually just play this. And then this card's decent versus like everything. Go in the Link Spider. You just need stuff like this for like mainly Drytron, because if you don't, then you can like TT them, Conquistador them, and then next turn they'll just do everything again. Poke for 1,000, and then set end phase. You're gonna get Scarlet Conquistador. Set Scarlet Conquistador, and then pass play draws water. Just not good. He's going to normal summon water, Conquistador Scarlet. He should have also shuffled his hand, because now the opponent knows this is the top deck and there's no extender, most likely. He's going to Ash the Scarlet, then go into Meow Meow. So he could do it, chain 1 water, chain 2 field spell to dodge Ash, or chain 1 field spell, chain 2 water to try to dodge TT. So he's going to try dodging like Ash. Because if there was like strike, they would have just strike the summon of this. And then this wouldn't get its effect anyhow. Goes into Doodle. He's going to summon one. I feel like he would use this too. Or he was using it. I honestly don't know what this says. Like, I know it says summon 1, and then it looks like a B. Maybe that just means like chain 1, chain 2. I don't know. And then activate. He's going to chain Ice Dragon's Prison on wind, and then banish the Doodle. And then still goes for Rocket Ride. He's going to get all the effects. Banish, draw, summon, field spell. I don't know. He's just... I feel like this could have been used differently. There. And then bring out Rock. And then go for Doodle. Doodle effect. That's going to add back Pranks and the Fusion. Also, before anyone comments it, if this is ashed, then you're not locked in the zombies. So he could still do this. I know someone's going to end up commenting it, so now you know. And then on those 2 targets of Doodle, he's going to activate and shuffle them back to deck. Pretty good. And then attack directly for 15. Main phase 2, Rocket Ride effect. That's going to bring out Doodle and bring out Rock. And then pass turn, draws Walkero. He's going to use the Lord effect, send the Doodle. And then Lord bring itself out. attack over, and then attack. End phase is going to get to set Conquistador and Scarlet. And then pass play, draws Reborn. Not really needed. The instant fusion is going to be insane though. I think you have to be running 2 of Rocket Ride for this to be insane here though. I'm pretty sure most people are just on 1 Rocket Ride, so this actually isn't going to be that good. So the Reborn was a good draw. It's going to normal and then Conquistador pop. Oh, so he just does play 2 Rocket Ride. Okay. So instant fusion was insane. That's going to get to bring out Doodle and then Wind. Then turn Wind into Meow, and then he's going to get the effects. He's going to send and then summon. Then turn those 2 into Bow Wow. Then he's going to get Water to Gang 1,000. Then Reborn, bring out Rocket Ride. So this is whenever a monster is just special summoned. Says, once per turn, if you fusion summon, you can have all your guys gain 500. And that just wasn't a fusion summon. That was just a regular special. So these guys shouldn't be gaining 500 right now. Yeah. Oh man, that kind of sucks. It doesn't say like when a fusion monster is special. It says if you fusion summon. So that's like not just his fault. It's kind of like both of their faults. I feel like if you're the opponent, you should like read this. But obviously, like it's on both of them. Kind of a bad mistake. Also, this just can't attack twice. Like I know for a fact, I don't even have to read these. I know this can't attack again. So this just attacked twice. Gained 500 when it shouldn't. Yeah, honestly, like this, at some point, like it's got to be on you and your opponent. Like they have to catch something eventually. Doodle effect to add back. Then activate pranks. Then end phase effect. Shuffle back 3. Draw Ogre. So draws a hand trap. Not a good one in this matchup. Scarlet. Bring out Lord. And then pass turn. Draw Ice Dragon's Prison. I'm gonna Scarlet effect. Set Wakero from deck. And then Lord effect to bring itself out. I wonder if they're playing like any rank 10s or anything cool. It's like Gustav Max would get punished by this extremely hard. Gonna go battle phase, attack Rocket Ride. Could have attacked this too, right? It's like this is at 25. This really shouldn't be at 25, but it is. Could have like attacked, and then this probably would have been used. Yeah, I feel like that could have been done a little differently. He's gonna switch the Lord to defense, Ice Dragon's Prison, pass, and then Bow Wow, Tribute Meow, and then that's gonna add back Roxy's and Rocket Ride. Draw Ash for turn. I think it's pretty obvious that Prank Kids wins this. Really interesting game though, that he was able to come back with all these Prank Kids in hand. Go into Meow Meow and then get the effects. Banish Ogre, draw Ogre. Bring out Fire from deck. Turn those 2 into Doodle Bob and then get those effects. Chain Ice Dragon's Prison on the Wind. So maybe he's trying to stop him from like adding the fusion spell and then being able to use this to go into a fusion. Just wants it off board now. So adds the fusion. And then burn for 5, set the fusion, end phase, pranks, put back, get a free draw. Oh, it even draws Cosmic. Couple good draws like Ash plus Cosmic. And then pass, draw Punishment. It's going to be really hard for Eldlich to win. Set, then set punishment. End of main phase, activate the fusion spell, then chain Bow Wow effect, banishing. Add back Roxy's and add back Fire. And then fusion those away to bring out the Weather Washer, and then he's going to get those effects. So now his guys actually gain 500. Then bring it back. Gain some life points. If I'm missing something, like why they actually should have, like comment down below. Because I know that like the Doodle could have gained 500, I believe. Because I'm pretty sure maybe it shouldn't have. I don't remember, honestly. But comment down below if I messed up, I guess. Also, huge thing for the channel. I'm going to be eating breakfast and drinking water before every video. I know I said that like a couple weeks ago, but now I actually have the food to be able to do it. So, yeah. Definitely have to like eat food and drink water before playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Highly, highly, highly suggested. Like at a tournament, no, I would never play without like food or water. Draws Nib, not good in this matchup. Standby, punishment on water, send Elder, and then Elder effect to pop the Bow Wow. Then he's going to activate field spell over field spell, add Earth. Then Pranks effect, discard, bring out a token, tribute for Nib. Did not expect this. I'm kind of baffled, actually. Just, okay, fair enough. Then shuffle back, get a draw. I mean, he knows the deck better than I do, so whatever they're doing is probably just right, I have to think. I mean, he does have a lot of like stuff banished. Could just be that like he's out of doodles or something. Pass turn, draw an Editor Servant. He's just got Ash for that, so it doesn't even matter. Now moving on to game 2. Well, let's see how long that was. That felt like forever. Only 25 minutes. Holy, that felt like an hour. We're going to see Eldlich go first. Opening hand is Rock, Skullmeister, Fusion Spell, Meister, Ash. So, like, has a normal and then some hand traps. A Cosmic over this would have been, like, really good, but you don't get to, like, choose your hand. Then he has Curse, TT, Ecclesia, Scarlet, and Add Your Servant. So, it's a nice hand for sure. It's going to activate Cursed, pay 8, feel great. That's going to add Conquistador. Then summon Ecclesia, use that effect. And I feel like you have to Ash that, or that equals punishment. And then that just beats your hand anyways. Draw Talons. Just pass turn. And then Scarlet, bring out Lord. Conquistador. Bring itself out. Draw Anti-Spell. Activate Curse, pay 8, feel great. That's going to add Conquistador. Link away for the BLS. Lord to try to bring itself out, and then Meister on that. And then Cursed effect, the Sun Lord. Activate and add your Servant. Send Wind Pegasus to add Ecclesia. And then special, use that. So, yeah, it's like, it's gonna need like an evenly off the top or something like evenly. I guess like Red Reboot if he's playing that. Just gonna Meister the Conquistador. Then pass, draw Imperm, flip Anti-Spell. Actually, what was the back row there? Oh, I wish I could go back and look. Because there's like Anti-Spell, Punishment, Conquistador. And I think it was TT. So yeah, he was going to lose that like no matter what. Even if they drew like a Prank Kids. It would have been a good draw, but Now moving on to game 3. And we are going to see Prank Kids go first, opening hand. And he's probably going to play in the nib with this hand just because the opponent's on like a really heavy trap deck and probably just not playing any hand traps. Opening hand is Talons, Imperm, Ash, Imperm, Place. Seeing Imperm is kind of weird right now. I guess if you're just playing like so many hand traps, eventually this could just get like added to your list as like the next best one. Not too sure though. But does have a Prank Kids, and then he has Strike, Ecclesia, Curse, Conquistador, Trap Trick. So this is a good hand, but no hand traps or anything. So combo is gonna get to go through. Activate, and then that'll search out Wind. And then normal, go for Meow Meow. He's gonna get Wind, Send special. Then turn those into Doodle and Water. Yeah, not the right effect. Gang 1,000, also not the right effect. He said, "Man, I don't know what's going on." Yeah, he's tweaking or something. He did like everything but the effect that he activated. Bring out Fire and then add the fusion spell. Activate the fusion spell, bring out Rocket Ride, and then he's going to get the effects. That'll bring out Roxy's from deck, and then Rocket Ride effect, bring out Doodle, then bring out Wind. Doodle effect, Tribute, add back the fusion spell, and then add Pranks. Then make Bow Wow, Rock effect, banish Imperm, draw Talons, then bring out Wind. Gonna set 2, activate Pranks, end phase, get the shuffle back, get a free draw. Draws into Prank Kids. I mean, it's not horrible. Then draws Judgment. Judgment going second isn't that amazing, but I guess in this matchup you could be afraid of them just going right into the I don't even know its name, but the Link 4 that just like Harpy's Feather Dusters, the back row. I guess kind of have to stop that, or you just lose to it. I don't know. I guess I'm trying to justify this, but this just shouldn't be in the deck going second, I don't think. It's going to special Ecclesia, use that effect, chain Imperm, activate Curse, pay 8, feel great. That's going to add a Golden Lord from deck to hand. Use that effect, send the fusion spell, chain it. Also, I just want to bring this up. People like have been commenting like daily, like, "Oh, I can't wait till the ban list and Ben 10 gets limited." But like, Drytron have been in the format let's like a month, maybe a month, and then like Eldlich has just been in the format for like a year, and I think this, it's gonna go for Weather. Get all the effects, send, summon, banish, draw, summon. Then Lord effect bring itself out. Then curse, send Wakero. Go battle phase. It's going to go Bow Wow effect. Tribute to add back. Then attack Washer, use Washer effect. That's going to bring out Doodle and Bow Wow. And then beat over Water. And then, so this, let me just read it real quick just to make sure. Yeah, see, this one says they can't be destroyed by battle this turn. And then this card says, like, Prank Kids can't be destroyed by card effects, yeah. I think that's like good to like point out. If you play against this deck, just know like these have like almost the same wording, but are just completely different. Definitely good to note. Wakero, set Scarlet, pass play, draw Meister. Then he's gonna go into Prank Kids, Rip Roaring Rooster. Yeah, this card's got a dumb name, but he's gonna summon it. And I think he's just going to let that go through for sure and then just negate the effect. Please don't negate the summon. Because if he negates the summon, then he just gets to like add back like imperm from grave for no reason. Or just add back anything. Use the effect, change strike. And he's gonna normal summon out fire. Go into Meow Meow, he's gonna get the effect. Then burn for 5, bring out water. He's choosing not to use this. You could be like chain 1, chain 2. I think would have been pretty decent. He's gonna get the effects. I mean, he does know that like TT is in the list. He's gonna activate Conquistador in response to pop. And then bring out wind, add fusion. So like Conquistador in response, like I guess you're just gonna pop this either way, or it's gonna add back. And using it in response makes it so that way they can't like fusion spell, get rid of the doodle. Go in the rocket ride, and then it's gonna get effects. Send, summon out, and then banish, draw cycle reader. This card can hit Lord. It's pretty cool. It's gonna activate trap trick, banish punishment, set it, and then use it on rocket ride. That'll send Elder, and then Elder pop pranks, chain meister. Set the fusion spell, end phase, shuffle back, get some draws, or a draw. Draw cosmic, and then activate it on the end phase on Scarlet. Can't be chained because of trap trick. Holy, that was a good draw. Draw strike. That's another pretty good draw. He's gonna switch to attack, battle phase, activate, and that goes into Weather Washer, and then he's gonna get the effects, multiple effects. Bring out Bow Wow, bring out Doodle, gain some attack, and then set the strike. End phase, you're gonna use Bow Wow and then banish Meow Meow. That's gonna get the add, and then draw talents. Go battle phase, attack Lord. Yeah, beat over it. Gangs 500 from this, and then 1,000 from this. And then attack over Ecclesia. It dies because this was summoned from grave, by the way. And then Doodle effect. That'll add back plan and add back water. Having plan is actually pretty good versus a deck like this, because you can like normal summon, they'll try popping it, and then you chain plan to just, link. You're just thinking on the effect, alright, just letting it go through. He's gonna set 2 back row, end phase, cycle reader, banish. Not too sure why he did it on the end phase like that, but he definitely wants to do it sometime his turn, so I guess doing it before the draw doesn't really matter. Then shuffle back, get a draw, draws in the Harpy's Feather Duster, pass turn, draws Judgment. Just shouldn't have been in the list going second. Yup, and then GG's. Let's see how long the match was. 53 minutes, almost 54. Not bad. I mean, it's kind of bad. It's kind of a long time. But for a matchup like this and how long it felt like it took, game 1 felt longer than 54 minutes. I guess these turns just go by like extremely quickly compared to like a combo versus combo where there's like a lot more thought in it. But still definitely a cool match. Hopefully you guys learned some like cool interactions with the prank kids. If you didn't, you probably just already knew prank kids. Probably even know more interactions than I do. I definitely am like familiar with these cards, but it's not like the most common matchup. Definitely want to like learn them more. Feel like I know most of it. Like the only thing I would really have to like read to like make sure is like little tiny stuff. Like I know what like all this does. Like all like the basic stuff I know what it does. I guess I would just read stuff like like the random like the Link 4, I guess, like to see what like its destruction effect is. I don't know. Like these guys can also only summon in defense. That's a good thing to know. This deck is really hard to beat in time. You don't want to play against this deck in time. If you play against this deck game 1 and you think that you can't win, just scoop, like instantly scoop, because they will take you to time. And this deck is horrible to play against in time. It's like, you guys played against Sky Striker in time or Trickstar in time. This is 10 times worse, because every time they're burning you, gaining life points, setting up for your turn to burn you and gain life points. It really does get rough. But that's going to be it for the match. Like, comment, and subscribe. The DB Grinders signing off. Peace. Have a nice day.